Bloopers, I'm Strawberry Starbound, and welcome to part 2 of redesigning Yandere Simulator characters. Here on the screen are some trigger warnings for you, so if these things don't interest you or are hard topics for you, please make sure to leave and take care of yourself. Oh wait, y'all see those three at the bottom? What is that? What does it say? Oh yeah, by the way, if you are scared of Blasians, non-pale Asians, and lesbians, leave, okay? You're stupid. Okay, bye-bye. In part 1, I covered the little sister and the two teachers, which in my opinion are the most problematic rivals in the game. I recommend you watch my part 1 due to the fact I came up with a lot for the story that I'm creating out of these characters, and I won't be able to cover it all without taking up a lot of time. You won't really miss anything though, it just provides some extra context, and I'm gonna recite the important parts. Though I will admit myself I don't remember everything from my last video, so it's really not a big deal, but I just think it's funny since I privated it because the comments were so racist, and I brought it back up and I decided to make a part 2 for some reason, so maybe go enjoy that, maybe go read the comments. Oh god, but anyways, let's it up. The one and only Ayano, our main girl, is the first character I'm gonna redesign. Her section will be fairly short as I have a lot to cover with the next two characters. In my rewrite, this game is not about murder or playing as a psychopath, but instead you play as a young girl who lives in a harsh, judgmental society who clings onto what she thinks she's supposed to want for the short-lived acceptance from those around her, but slowly heals and takes the time and effort to understand herself, rather than pushing down her feelings like she has been doing for so long. My version is a game of understanding the human experience as a person that thought they were an outsider and a lost cause. Ayano is a lesbian suffering with combat! Yes, good luck babe and all that comes with it. Though I had this idea before the song came big, so COMPET stands for compulsory heterosexuality. As women, we are trained and raised to believe that our bodies, our dreams, our views of ourselves have to be based around men. The base of a woman is only as strong as the man she sees herself through. Keep that in mind, I'll come back to it later. Ayano is described by the wiki as someone who has suffered with an inexplicable, incurable condition. It leaves her with a perpetual sense of feeling empty, hollow, or incomplete. She has never felt fulfillment, happiness, or any emotion to the full extent like other people. Now, there are a lot of routes I could have gone down with this, but I decided that I wanted to go with a story full of hope. A lot of bullshit, pain, and hardships, but in the end, hope would be my end goal. As a lesbian myself, I was lucky enough to discover myself early in middle school, but I can't say that the first 12 years of my life weren't filled with a hole that I couldn't understand. Back to the compet topic. Picking out the most feminine guy in the class to have a crush on, wanting to be close to girls in a way I just couldn't fathom, feeling such an intense jealousy and urgency if the one friend I thought was only for me would hang out with other girls. Or even guys. This led to anger, confusion, and a path similar but less intense than Ayano's. I would latch onto the idea of being with men so much that I would force myself to talk about them in ways I didn't actually agree with nor feel, force my hobbies down while I focused on what was truly important, and it led me to feeling lonely, confused, and helpless. However, when I learned about gay people and how it's possible to be attracted to the same gender, it all made so much more sense. Having my first official, true crush really changed me for the better. It's like a part of me finally came to life, like I could breathe again, or more that I learned to breathe. And that is a feeling I wanted Ayano to discover with our two rivals in this video. But wait, we're moving too fast. She's not allowed to be happy or anything just yet. For her uniform, I put her in a cardigan. They're still in summer wear, but I think her wearing this cardigan shows how willing she is to cover up and hide herself even if it makes her uncomfortable, almost as a punishment to herself. I gave her greasy hair and have parts of it sticking to her head, which doesn't help due to the heat and sweat as well. Where she's at right now, she doesn't feel the need to take care of herself, so she doesn't. She has one thigh-high and one knee-high sock because she doesn't care if they don't match, and picks up any sock she finds on the ground. Another character detail I added for her that's probably hard to see is that I gave her a lot of moles all over her body. I've heard multiple sayings about moles, some saying it's where you've been killed in another life, or where your lover kissed you in a past life. Due to her constant struggles with her sexuality and sense of self, and her obsessive, almost violent impulses which are linked to said problems, I thought this would be a really fun thing to include. Does this mean in her past life she made many enemies? Or that she had a lover who worshipped her wholeheartedly? Her nails are pale and short as she rips them and chips at them very often. She has bags under her eyes due to a lack of sleep, which will get even worse with our next rival, Osana. Food for thought. This is going to be the only one I do because it's funny. Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. Look, okay, I'm sorry I only have one song for this video, but I started this last video, which is probably 2 months ago, but nonetheless. Osana is iconic. We all know this diva. She's Senpai's childhood friend, known for her aggressive nature and her mistreatment towards Senpai. My first goal with her was to make her look less childish. I understand that that can be the vibe, but that along with the thigh highs and the JoJo Siwa-ass bow, I was just not feeling it. It's actually funny, I didn't notice the bow until after I finished my art and started writing this video. I think my brain just like completely pushed it out, especially after the dances. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Nonetheless, now her childish nature can and will in fact go along with her story, but under my terms. I made her signature color red, which is just a darker tone of the one that she was given in her original design, and her character also wears red, a very adult color, while still wearing her pigtails, showcasing her internal battle with herself. She's trying to grow up so fast, and yet still puts her hair in pigtails every day. It's like a protective blanket. Now, I believe that pigtails aren't inherently childish, but nobody can deny the association that they have with childhood, and I can't say that sometimes when I felt desperate to latch on to like being a kid again in high school, I wore pigtails sometimes. I'm gonna be for real. Speaking of clinging on to your childhood, let's get into the story I've come up with for Osana. I will let y'all know that this video is a little different from my last ones because I'm gonna read some writings I've done for said characters. Like these are specific scenes that would be like a cutscene or a checkpoint kind of scene, if that makes sense. Also, there is a web comic thing I made for these, like in a webtoon format, so I'm excited to show you guys that after. But first, here's the perspective I wrote for Osana, all from her point of view. As a little girl, I was always told, if he pulls your hair, calls you ugly, it's because he likes you. If he makes you feel small, it's because he thinks you're pretty. This, along with my irritating feelings and inability to feel attracted to boys, made no sense. Why does he have to make me feel so awful to show his affection? We're taught that romantic love will reign supreme and is the most important. So then in my little kid mind, I thought that maybe, just maybe, if I hit him first, I'll like him. If I'm a bully to him, then does that mean I like him? What does it mean to like somebody? Is it only in my actions? When I look at him, my face gets red and my heart starts to palpitate and I feel like I can't breathe. What's the difference between this and anger? All the girls in the movies and books and shows had all these same qualifications. Yet here I am, unable to treat him properly. Why can't I love him? Is this love? How much aggression and force do I have to unleash for us to be in love? I don't understand. So, she had the idea that if a little boy is mean to you, that means he likes you. And it was just pushed into her head. So that's kind of what she associated with love. Aggression. So she was mean to Senpai because she thought that would make him like her and that she would start to like him, but she never did. This, along with her built-up anger and confusion, caused her to lash out and be more violent. So how does this tie in with Ayano? Ayano is observant and smart. That we've made clear. She doesn't know the extent of Osana's feelings. To her, it really just looks like she's mean because she likes him, which is Osana's goal, but anyways. Ayano leaves love notes in Osana's locker. She says they're from her secret admirer, but gives obvious hints and little lies to manipulate her into thinking it's Senpai. Like she'd sign it, secret admirer, then write, P.S. I have black hair, or we've known each other for a long time. One day, she tells Osana to meet her at the cherry blossom tree. Her plan is to leave Osana all alone, devastated, hoping that she'll finally give up on Senpai. However, Ayano is overridden with guilt and comforts Osana at the tree. That's where the comic starts. Osana is sobbing and Ayano just stands there, quiet and guilty. Ayano is still cold at first and not exactly comforting, but at least she's there. Osana cries, telling Ayano that all she's wanted was to find someone that loves her the way she sees everywhere else. She says that she doesn't think she'll ever find love, or even have her first kiss. How come no guys ever made me feel that way? It's not fair. Now, this is a huge thing for Ayano, and it starts to show some of her true feelings, along with some not great traits. She says to Osana, you know, I've never been kissed before either, so if you want, I'll kiss you. So you stop crying. As she's flirting it up, I guess, she's questioning herself, thinking, what am I doing? Stop. She doesn't want this. Want me. Edge it up. Feel how you feel. And then we get this line. I know I shouldn't do this, but girls just look so pretty when they cry. Ayano, as she is still an opportunist and a sadist. She sees this moment of vulnerability from Osana and takes advantage of it. She still asks Osana if she wants it, but Osana is vulnerable, and Ayano was already moving in to kiss her. It's getting harder for Ayano to hold herself back, and her desires are getting more intense. She wants to hurt the ones she's attracted to, take advantage of it, and use that as a way to hurt herself. The last thing either of them say is, kiss me. However, I wanted this line to be up to the reader and who they read it from. Is it Osana, so heartbroken, demanding to be loved and kissed by someone she barely knows? Or is Ayano demanding it, taking it into her own hands? Ayano thinks to herself as she's kissing Osana, I hope this never ends, which means I can't have it. There it is. She's acknowledging her queerness, the fact she wants this, something she has never let herself think or feel. And not just that, she offered the kiss to Osana. She's breaking all this down within herself, but it's not exactly a great thing, because she doesn't let this feeling last, which means she knows she has to break it down, thus leading to her downfall. Another thing I want to say as well, off script, is that I really wanted this to kind of show her softness. Like, it's almost like she's confronting this anger. Osana, someone who's usually so angry and aggressive, has become so fragile. And I know someone who's usually very aggressive and angry has become kind and soft, and they kind of bring this softness out of each other, which she doesn't like it. Intermission time. This is a section of my video where I talk about something unrelated or maybe even related for a minute or so. So do your laundry, stretch, drink some water, and listen up. Look at my babies. That's I just want to show off my ICs. I mean, for real. I've been drawing more of them lately, and I just wanted to show it off and maybe even encourage y'all to follow my blue sky. And not just that, but guys, I post hilarious things. I actually don't. I rarely post. But if you follow me, I might. Please, guys. Anyways, before I end this intermission as well, I have some apps that you guys should use for your OCs. The first one is called Mimi Message. You can have your OCs text each other. Yeah, you can, here, on the screen. This is what I do in my free time. You can customize it a little bit, but if you want to customize it a lot, you're gonna have to pay, which I won't pay for it, but I also might. The next one is Photo Note. You can make your characters their own Instagram feed, really fun. And then Twinote is another one or Twinote, whatever, is another one that I've talked about in other videos that I just think is really fun, where you can make your characters Twitter, pretty much, and it's a notes app. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna say one thing before we start with Hana. I don't really talk about her character design. This one is mostly, it's all about her story, because her design I didn't really do a lot of thought. She's just a little cutie. So just to preface this, unscripted, I just want to let you guys know, because I realized that after I recorded this a few times. Okay, Hana is a gyaru and part of a group of bullies. She's the usual, I have an inferiority complex because I hate myself, so I'm gonna bully you to feel like I'm significant and better. Some lore from my last video is that the nurse and teacher are dating, and they're like adoptive parents to Ayano, I guess you could say. They're very kind and are helping her through the journey of understanding herself. Our story starts with Ayano finding Hana taking pictures of the teachers just being romantic and having lunch together on some bench near the school. Outraged, Ayano berates Hana and asks her why she wants these photos and tells her she could ruin their lives. She pushes Hana down to the ground and overpowers her. What the hell is wrong with you? I didn't think you were as bitchy as the others, but it turns out you're just as bad. Yeah, I'm a voice actor, guys. I feel so humiliated voice acting, but anyways. Hana is never usually in the middle of the bullying. She stays in the background and lets it happen. She doesn't exactly feel guilty about it, though. She doesn't see these people as better than her, because she doesn't see them as people at all. Instead, she views them as animals. You feel bad for abandoned puppies on the side of the road, but you don't usually do anything, right? You just hope somebody else will. Hana feels tears begin to develop, her face is hot, and the weight and pressure of Ayano on top of her is distracting. She holds her breath like a child when they don't get what they want, scared of facing further humiliation by crying. Ayano grabs her by the chin, her nails jagged and rough from being picked at, the sharp edges digging into her skin. Hana never thought someone as invisible or completely neutral like Ayano could make a face so full of rage. Though, to be honest, Hana hasn't thought of Ayano at all, besides passing glances in hallways or being avoided while her and her friend group were berating their peers. Did they put you up to this? Hana cries to her, screaming and telling her that she has no idea what's going on and that's none of her business. The way Hana views herself is very interesting and a nice contrast to Ayano, in my humble opinion, as if I didn't write this. I have no personality aside from the one that's been set for me. If I can't be part of a group, I'm worth nothing. What will I be to anyone if I'm not some puppet? Who will genuinely love me? Isn't it human nature to crave love? Why am I so evil for doing whatever it takes? Hana just wants to feel cared for. She sees herself as something expendable, something to be used. The way she sees others projects how she views herself. She views herself as a lost stray, all alone in a damp old box, whining for someone to help her, but all she gets in return are stares of pity or quick, avoidant glances. Being in big groups makes it easier for her to avoid her problems. This, contrasting with Ayano's distant and very lone wolf behavior, makes their dynamic pretty intense. One person yearns for connection while the other despises it, or rather, fears it. Though, as we'll see soon, they have a few big things in common. Or a big thing? You'll see. Ayano tempts and teases Hana, making her think she can grab her phone, but snatches it away and pulls at her hair. Do you even like this color? Or is it just another way to avoid yourself? Hana tears up and grabs Ayano's wrists, claiming that she got to choose it, and the color is one she favors. Ayano lets go and gives Hana her phone. Then you look good in it. Because at least that's one thing you aren't lying about. Before Ayano can get up, Hana grabs at her shirt and admits that she only wanted the picture for herself. That's fucking weird. And Hana agrees, but says, don't you see how they look at each other? You see it in books and movies, but seeing it in person is different. Makes me think that, I don't know, maybe I'll be allowed to have that? Ayano doesn't respond, but Hana keeps her grip on her wrist tight. So, how are you gonna pay me back? Ayano scowls. Excuse me? So this version is already very different from how I first wrote it, but let me finish. Hana threatens Ayano and tells her that she can't just take her phone, threaten her, and still get away with it. A bully is still a bully after all. Though she also kinda has a point. Kinda. Ayano goes along with it and asks Hana what she wants. Hana says, kiss me. It's the least he could do. For this scene, I wanted Ayano to feel used in a vulnerable situation, the same way she took advantage of Osana when she was crying. She feels weak and powerless, and that mixed with her anger over the situation and her feelings, well, she's a mess right now. Hana's motive behind this is that she wants Ayano to feel as vulnerable as she did. She wants her to feel that same sense of shame, and she wants to egg her on. Even though in the situation Ayano is physically on top of Hana, Hana feels emotionally she's the one on top, if that makes sense. Like she's overpowering and like standing over her. Plus, and this is toxic on purpose, I swear, she likes that Ayano was aggressive. She liked that she hurt her. It's something that feels familiar and also tempting. When I was a teenager, I confused anger for passion or even just love or even the big scary word arousal all the time. It's just, I'm grown, it's true. Like, whenever the love interests on screen were fighting, one would usually kiss the other out of passion or to shut him up or whatever. I still don't really know. In this situation, that is how Hana sees this. Not just that, but Hana is also a bit of a sadist. She does get a kick out of humiliating others. She likes punishing people. That's the big thing her and Ayano have in common. Sadism. While Ayano hurts others to hurt herself, while yes may seem like a form of masochism, she does like to make sure it goes through another person, thus leading to her corrupt sense of sadism mixed with masochism, if that makes sense. Hana just likes to be mean. The difference in their sadism is where the punch lands. They kiss. Though this kiss is very different from Ayano's first. Do y'all know that feeling where you want something so bad it disgusts you, where your skin is boiling, your heart stops, and your stomach falls through your body? I hope this isn't a common feeling for everybody, but this is one I understand and wanted to write. I remember wanting a girl to kiss me so bad that it made me so angry. I didn't hate being a lesbian. I hated not being able to get what I wanted when I wanted. I hated the confusion, the fear of something new. I hated being afraid. I was so scared of how intense my desires were. Hell, sometimes I'm scared of how much I want to just kiss my wife. Like, I'm passionate. That's how I am as a person. And that's how Ayano feels. I was thinking that our kiss with Hana would be passionate and angry and very confusing for both of them, though they both like the idea of Ayano getting hurt. And this all comes back to her and Osana, because remember that line? I shouldn't do this, but girls just look so pretty when they cry. Yes, even though Hana has the upper hand or whatever, Ayano can't deny that she likes the fact that she still made Hana cry. She likes that she hurt her. Yes, she's getting hurt in the process, but isn't that what she wants? The humiliation? The pain? Ayano isn't a good person. I need to make that clear. But she's not a bad one either. I don't want anybody to see her in a way that is simply black and white. She's a teenager that is horrified of her lust, but she's also caring and kind at moments. But she's also willing to take advantage of situations and hurt others just to get back at herself. After her and Hana kiss, she runs off and becomes distant from everything. She won't go to school, she won't shower, she won't sleep. All she does is sit in her room and think. Think about the kisses or how awful she is or just how much she hates herself. She's staying inside because she's scared of what she'll do. She craves that feeling again. The feeling of holding another girl close, and she hates it. What's even better for her is she can't sleep. She pushes herself into her obsession with senpai, and yet only has dreams of girls and the kisses she's had, other types of kisses she can have, what else she can do. She doesn't sleep to avoid said dreams and pushes herself into her next target once again, continuing the cycle. Yay. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. This took fucking forever, but I did it. I hope y'all enjoy this. Really, I truly do. I finally chosen to go more in depth with Ayano and her behaviors, and I may continue with more characters if you guys liked it. Yeah, this one's very different. I put a lot of heart and soul into this and writing it. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with it. Once again, I need to make this clear. I don't think that this stuff is like good. Like, I don't think Ayano's behaviors are good. I'm not endorsing it, but I'm not gonna act like there aren't darker parts of discovering yourself. So don't start acting all like edgy like her or being a bad person like her. Her sadism is not okay. Like the way she acts with her sadism. Some people naturally are sadists and fine, but it's how you go about it. And her wanting to hurt people to hurt herself is not okay. Her wanting to hurt herself is not okay. Like, these things are bad on purpose, and it's for the purpose of the story, so I need to make that clear. Anyways, don't worry, my ending card will be lighthearted so we can have a good time. I really hope you guys take care of yourselves. What are your thoughts? How would you perceive these characters? Please follow my blue sky, subscribe, like, share, and all of that. I hope the rest of your day is fruity and fun. Bye-bye! This is my second time recording this because the first time I was this close to the fucking microphone. I haven't recorded in forever. So, fun fact, my next video, it's going to be my unpopular art opinions. And I am excited. I'm so excited. I'm recording this now because I was going to start the script, but I was like, if I'm going to start the script and not record, that's shitty. So I'm going to record this, edit a little bit, and then write my script for it. I have a lot to say. Okay, a lot. So, get excited for that. Excuse me. Yeah. And, okay. Victor Nation. How we feeling? How we feeling about it, guys? Arcane? Don't spoil in the comments. Put a spoiler warning. But if you guys want to talk about it with me, I'll respond, because... Okay. Okay, this is for the all adults. If you're not an adult, go away. Go home. Bye. Okay. Bye. Okay. We all adults here? Yeah, I am going to get the timestamp of the sex scene of Caitlyn and Vi tattooed on my hip. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And once I get it, I will reveal it. But yeah, I am in fact going to get that tattooed. So yeah, well, now I have to end it here because I hope the kids actually. If you are not over 18 and you stayed back, go away. Go away. Go take a shower. Go watch some Bluey or something. The fact that people under 18, like under 13, are attracted to my videos really scares me, and I don't know what to do about it because I curse all the time and I say, I don't know what to do. But nonetheless, just stay safe, okay? Take care of yourselves. Yeah, okay. For all you adults, I have a funny word. Fart. No, I'm gonna say fuck. Fuck. Okay, that's for you adults. Okay. Bye. See you in the next video. Oh, yeah. Oh, dance it up. Oh, get it. Get it. Dance it up. Whoa. My wife isn't home. That's why I'm acting like this. Oh, shit. Bye. That's my place, guys. I lost my place. Oh my god. Wait, where is it? Okay. Or that she had a lover who worshipped her whole heart. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. Oh, it's asleep. Oh, it's, oh. That's what I get for sitting on the floor. Oh my gosh. Ow. It's like the type of a sleep where it's heavy like lead. Ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. I lost my place again. Guys, oh my god. Oh, I feel fucking hair. Oh my god, everything's happening.